This is different. Oh. It looks old. Even older than these ruins. I wonder... What was that? What? Where am I? This isn't my island.
He's the red rival to the blue blur and his best friend as well. It's Knuckles the Echidna from the Sonic series. For those of you who've never heard of Knuckles, he comes from the game Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which released in 1994. Knuckles lives on the floating Angel Islands, and is by far one of the most important Sonic characters, as he's actually the last of his kind. You see, Knuckles' tribe were the protectors of the powerful Master Emerald, which is said to be more powerful than the 7 Chaos Emeralds combined. Unfortunately, a certain Chow known as Chaos decided to use his power to become strong enough to wipe out the entire tribe, which is exactly what he did. Somehow though, only one Echidna remained, and that Echidna was none other than Knuckles. He's devoted his life to protecting the Master Emerald, but this soon changed when he was visited by Dr. Eggman. He convinced Knuckles that Sonic was coming to steal his emerald, only for Eggman to turn around and steal it for himself. Luckily, Sonic helped him get it back from, and after getting tricked by Eggman some more, Knuckles eventually decided to follow Sonic on his adventures. He's always there when Sonic needs him, even if that means leaving Angel Island and keeping the Master Emerald unguarded. Yikes. I hope Tails built something to protect it from bats and evil scientists. Knuckles isn't the smartest guy around, mainly because of the fact that he's been alone for a long time. And to make matters worse, the TV show Sonic Boom likes to portray Knuckles as a complete idiot.
Every teacher I ever had said that, and they were all wrong. I forgot every lesson. And how to feed myself. Up, false alarm. I do remember.
But people shouldn't make a big deal about that because it's a separate continuity, plus Knuckles is funny in that show. But moving away from that show, let's focus on the main series Knuckles. In the game series, Knuckles is a treasure hunter with a great knowledge on geography and martial arts. And as his name implies, Knuckles is really strong, being able to decimate a building with a single punch. And today, he'll be punching out of the assist trophy and onto the Super Smash Bros. Roster. So starting off, Knuckles will be a very fast character, only being slightly slower than Sonic himself. Not only that, but he'll also be a very strong character, packing a punch just as powerful as Bowser and Ganondorf. But unfortunately, unlike them, Knuckles will be an above average lightweight character. He generally can't take too many hits himself. He'd have 2 jumps, and he would be able to wall jump and wall cling, just like in his original games. However, unlike in the games, he won't be able to wall climb for Smash. But now, let's dive into his costumes. For Knuckles' default appearance, he'll be in his iconic red fur. His first alt will have him in blue hues, in reference towards Sonic. His second alt will have him in yellow hues, in reference towards Tails. Then for his third alt, his fur changes entirely pink. Some could argue that this references Amy Rose, but this directly references Hyper Knuckles, the supersonic form that Knuckles takes when getting all the Chaos Emeralds. His fourth alt has his fur color changed to orange, which is a direct reference towards Tikal, the ancient Echidna princess that we see in flashbacks in Sonic Adventure. For his fifth alt, Knuckles' fur changes to green, which references the Master Emerald. For his sixth alt, his fur changes colors again, but this time his fur turns darker, in reference towards Pachacama, Tikal's father and the leader of the Echidnas. And his final alt will have his fur turn completely white, which references the unknown villain Imperator IX from Sonic Chronicles. Now with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into the moveset. For Knuckles' neutral jab, he'll do 2 punches forward, then ends with a rising uppercut. This has been Knuckles' most common way of attacking. So common in fact that it was even used in his assist trophy. This attack comes from Sonic the Fighters, but it wasn't until Sonic Adventure 2 that this became his signature move. For his side tilt, this will be 2 separate hits that you can use by tapping the attack button twice. The first hit has Knuckles punch diagonally downwards, then the second hit has Knuckles punch diagonally upwards. This attack comes from the game Sonic Battle. For his down tilt, Knuckles will punch downwards, just like Lomac's down tilt. For his up tilt, Knuckles will do a simple headbutt. This tech is pretty strong for an up tilt, but it has a lackluster range. For Knuckles' forward smash, he will utilize a skill he learned from Sonic Battle, the Deep Impact. For this attack, Knuckles punches straight forward, but he somehow was able to make the air around his fist explode. As you might guess, this is a very deadly attack, being able to KO opponents at early percentages. Unfortunately, the issue with this move is that it has some start lag as he raises fists and a lot of end lag. So this is a high risk, high reward sort of move. For his down smash, he'll punch the ground beneath him. This move comes out fairly quick, but it doesn't have a good range. For his up smash, he'll clench his fists together and raise them. The hitbox on this smash attack is a little odd, as his fists don't actually go over his head, but even still, it's a pretty strong attack. For his neutral air, Knuckles will curl up into a ball and spin a few times. It works just like Sonic's, but it comes from Sonic the Fighters, which is also where Sonic gets it from. For his forward air, Knuckles will clench his fists together and slam them downwards, just like he does in Sonic Battle. As you might have guessed, this move can spike anyone who happen to be too close. For his back air, Knuckles will simply punch backwards, just like Lil Mac. For his down air, Knuckles will simply punch downwards, just like a few characters. And finally, for Knuckles' up air, he'll punch upwards multiple times. It deals multiple hits of damage until the final hit. But where Knuckles shows his true strength is with his special attacks. For Knuckles' neutral special, he'll grab a piece of the stage and throw it forward. This is a very strong special, as if someone happened to be too close to the rock, then that player will automatically be buried. Unfortunately, this move is very slow and easily punishable to Knuckles, as this rock does count as a projectile. Now, I should also mention that this move stays the same regardless if you're in the air or not. I know that there's an aerial version of this attack called the Meteor Crush, but honestly, a move like that for Knuckles in Smash would be a little too overpowered. So instead, he'll just pull it out of the air. Don't question it, Smash has a lot of characters that can bring stuff out of nowhere. Sonic, Banjo, King K. Rool, and even Villager's entire moveset has this sort of gimmick. Anyways, Knuckles' side special will have him glide. Somehow, Knuckles' dreadlocks are able to capture wind, which allows him to glide in the air. For Smash, this move will be less for attacking and more for recovery. On the ground, Knuckles will just accelerate forwards. He acts as a hitbox, so you can't damage foes with this. But the big spotlight with this move is that in the air only, Knuckles will glide indefinitely, so long as the button's held down. There are a few things you can do while gliding. First of all, you can turn left or right, depending on where you moved with the control stick. Unfortunately, turning is kinda slow, and you'll actually slightly fall faster if you do that. Second, if you hit a wall with this special, Knuckles will automatically cling onto that wall just like in the original game. And third, if Knuckles gets hit in the air, he won't be sent into freefall. In fact, if that happens, you can break into another glide. The problem with that, however, is that you'll be sent into freefall after 3 seconds of the second glide. Now for Knuckles' down special, he'll burrow into the stage. That may sound simple, but just like with the side special, there's quite a bit you can do with this special. On the ground, Knuckles will burrow into the stage, leaving a small lump of dirt. After 3 seconds have passed, Knuckles will automatically jump out of the ground. While he's burrowed, he can move left and right and can even pass through players. Both stop at ledges. Once he jumps out of the ground, his body will count as a hitbox, but as soon as he lands back on the stage, he'll suffer a bit of end lag. Now you actually have the option of just simply hopping out without getting as much end lag. If you're underground, simply press the jump button and Knuckles will just hop out without attacking. Now if you're in the air, Knuckles will drill downwards, dealing multiple hits of damage to foes who happen to be too close. If Knuckles lands on the ground after using the down special in the air, he'll automatically burrow into the ground. Now there is actually one big weak spot with this special. If Knuckles happens to use this over the blast zone, then he'll more than likely lose stock. I should also mention that Knuckles will not burrow onto a platform, as you can easily go through it. In order for him to burrow, you need to be on a solid part of the stage. And finally, for Knuckles' up special, Knuckles will do a rising uppercut. With the fiery fist, that is! It's a pretty strong up special, but unfortunately, it actually doesn't send him that high in the air. The reason for this is because that's actually Knuckles' gameplay style. He's strong and fast, but he always has the worst jump out of all the Sonic characters. So, this is basically a Little Mac gimmick. However, unlike Lil Mac, where he's weak in the air, Knuckles' attacks deal more damage in the air than Lil Mac's aerial attacks. And now, for the final smash. Knuckles' final smash will be Falling Angel Island. This will be a cinematic final smash that starts with Knuckles punching straight forwards. Anyone who is punched by him will be pulled into the cinematic. The cinematic starts with the opponent landing in an ocean, only for the camera to pan up and see Angel Island falling down, landing on the player in the ocean, ending the cinematic. This references the cutscene in Sonic Adventure when the Master Emerald was destroyed, causing Angel Island to fall down. The stage of choice is the Emerald Altar from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. It'll be a stage in the shape of a pyramid, having the sides of the stage be stairs. In the background, the Master Emerald will be on this pedestal. However, Rouge the Bat or Dr. Eggman will occasionally appear in the background to try and steal the emerald. And when that happens, the stage will automatically have an earthquake effect, causing the stage to shake. After that, you then hear a big splash, implying that Angel Island is now in the ocean. Luckily, after a few seconds, the Master Emerald will regenerate, causing the stage to return back to normal. Unlike my last Sonic moveset video, Knuckles has quite a lot of songs, so I'll be going with a lot of songs that are associated with Knuckles. In total, 12 songs will be included, 5 of which would be remixed.
Later!
And that would be if Knuckles the Echidna joined Super Smash Bros. You know, after doing this moveset, I actually see why people would love to see Knuckles join Smash. He's such a cool Sonic character. Well, in the games at least. Anyways, do you have a character you'd like to see be given a Smash moveset? If so, let me know in the comments down below. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe? That way you can get notified when I put out any Super Smash Bros. Moveset videos. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.